Hey, this is my 10th week of documenting the stuff that I'm learning, and these are three lessons that I've learned throughout the past week. The vast majority of them are lessons on a technical side, but there's one big lesson that I've learned throughout the past 2-3 weeks that I would like to mention here as well, which is non-technical. First one, technical, is that depth over breadth. I'm not sure how to say that word. So basically, the deeper you go into the problem on a technical side, the richer outcome you will get, because for the most for the most part, when you are dealing with data sets, so in my case, I've taken 5 10K reports from Perplexity of 5 different companies across one sector, and that one sector is nuclear power. And I've decided to predict I wanted to make it a classification problem and decided to predict whether the company will burn cash next year. The more why you answer, the more why you get. I have delved into the problem and tried to predict that burn cash target, but at the same time, I was like, I want to write a case study for this project for the first time, and I would like to explain it more, as this is a real business problem. Like, this is real 10K reports, like 5 years of financial data conglomerated into one, taken from 5 different companies. It's a big thing. And I was like, I would like to explain a couple of metrics here, so like people reading that, they understand it better. And at the feature engineering stage, when I was trying to create some ratios between different metrics, I honestly got lost, and I needed to literally ask AI that I use that helps me learning all that, Perplexity or ChatGPT or Grok, like, what was the goal of the project? And you need to go back to your Notion page and revise everything that you were actually aiming for. You needed to pause, you needed to stop, and then take 30 minutes break. Don't think about it, and then come back. Because literally, if you dive into one problem, you're gonna have a lot of problems that will arise further down the line. And this is the thing that I wanted kind of to remind myself, that it's very important to look consistently at the target variable. Where are you going? It doesn't matter if you engineer a lot of feature ratios. If it's not relevant to your target variable, that it's not gonna be. It's just you're losing focus by that. The second one, I like it very much. The more I work with AI, the more important it becomes to ask right questions, and not only throughout building models, but asking like ChatGPT or Perplexity the right questions, specific, measurable questions. I like to frame it this way: you either solve the problems that you know how to solve, or solve the problems that you don't know how to solve. Those problems that you don't know how to solve will most likely solve the problem that you want to solve. But the reason why you don't know how to answer on the question that you have with a particular case is because you don't know how to question it properly. And I'm saying this to myself, that I don't know, for the most part, to ask specific how to ask specific question. The third lesson that I've learned is that it's very important to stop and pause, as I've been very busy this 3 weeks, and if you know how to reflect on everything that you do, especially if you do it at a very fast pace, like in my case, because I have very tight deadlines, then it honestly, it gives you, it pops you out of your thoughts, of your very specific technical troubles in a moment, and gives you like overall picture of where you're at, and maybe you'll need to change the directions with the project and other stuff. These has been thoughts of mine, and I'm saying them predominantly to myself.